Let's talk a little bit about Undertale. Now, I'm sure I'm the millionth person to talk about this game. It seemingly came out of nowhere earlier this year, but it actually had a Kickstarter back in 2013 that only had a very humble goal of $5,000. And it ended up getting all of its stretch goals with $50,000. Now, like Shovel Knight from last year, it was delayed quite a bit, which for video games I'm always fine with because that just means there's a more polished product. I vaguely remember hearing about it back in 2013. It was like, hey, there's this JRPG indie thing that's kind of like Earthbound, and it kind of looks like it might be kind of the same, I don't know. And that's just the extent of what I knew. Unfortunately, for the past few months, I saw a lot of what Undertale was, and I had this game kind of like practically the majority of it spoiled for me. But I decided to play it anyway, and I still really liked it. People suggested it to me since I like Earthbound, so therefore I should like Undertale, and I did. But over the past few months since its release, it's garnered a very dedicated fan base. There's a tournament for the best game ever on GameFAQs right now, where they have a list of 128 games, I think. And so far, with every bracket that Undertale is in, it's been beating the opponent with its votes, no matter what the legacy of the game is. And a lot of people got really upset over the last one because it was against Super Mario World, which, as anybody who plays video games knows, has a huge legacy. But to be honest, I think it's the most overrated of the Mario games, mainly because the music is really, really repetitive. And personally, I just like Mario 3 better. In fact, I just like the 3D Mario games better. But that's just me. People still hold Super Mario World in very high regard. So the fact that Undertale beat it made a lot of people angry, because it's a game that just came out this year and its fanbase is very dedicated. But why did it garner such a dedicated fanbase? Well, the game is good, it might even be great. The music is really incredible, the characters are likable, and it turns some of the expected tropes of JRPGs on its head, just like its influence. When Earthbound came out in the 90s, it did the same thing. But in the early 90s, the internet was in its infancy. Years later, when the internet started to bloom, the Earthbound fandom and the Mother series in general became a very dedicated fan base. So much so that they made a fan translation for the third game. And still, to this day, ask when they're going to release Mother 3 in the West. We're almost there, we got Earthbound Beginnings, but they're kind of really late on that, so we can play Mother 1 and Earthbound, but not Mother 3 yet. I mean, the people who really wanted to play it have already played it. I mean, I've already played it. I just haven't played Mother 1, I still need to play that. But fan bases like the Mother series and Undertale seem to have this certain fervor to them. And I really think it's because of that unexpected turnaround of certain tropes. But maybe that's just why I like it. If you've played the game and you really like it, then tell me why. And why do you think this fanbase has become so dedicated? Because to me, it's very similar to the Earthbound fanbase, which is, I guess, expected because it's influenced by Earthbound? And if you haven't played it, give it a try if you like stuff like Earthbound. And also tonight, though this is going to be relevant for this video only today, I'm going to be continuing my third playthrough of Undertale, so you can go watch me play it around 6 p.m. tonight on my Twitch channel, and I will be doing the Genocide run because nobody wants to do it. So if you want to watch me play, I have the link to the Twitch channel below, and I'll see you there. So, bye!